Gentlemen, we are back to Rivellon. You saw the past episode. We just got ourselves stranded in a shipwreck as a kraken just turned the ship into tinderwood. And we were on the shore, on the beach. Right, tension increases as more crimes are committed, and it is natural higher in certain areas. As tension rises, others are less likely to forgive your indiscretions. Which tension is medium? Oh well. I have my hood because, as you can see there, I am playing as immortal. Let's say it like that. Is there a key for me to always walk? Let me check that. No. Doesn't seem like it. I'm gonna pick it up. Look at this humongous shell here, man. Might find something useful in the wrecks. Sight range indicator. There are enemies ahead. Press left shift to see the enemy's sight range. I can sneak. Left shift. Okay, that's sneaking. Let's take some whisper wood. Short stick might come handy to craft something. The music is just awesome. Just gonna increase it a bit. Ancient statue of Brachus Rex.
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
Me too, me too. Not gonna touch any... Oh, there's Tam.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Well, I mean no harm, young one.
Why?
I would never do anything to bring any danger to you. Would even defend you.
But are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
Well, we're both wearing the collar.
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching the shadows cloaking your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy.
Well, they may well be wrong and crazy, child.
Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than outside.
Well, it's not really safe out here. Voidwalker attacked the ship.
But you didn't die.
Well, you don't seem that scared.
I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
That's correct. Well, nowhere to go here. Love the banner. It's just awesome. Really nice.
This statue must be 1,000 years old. Wonder how much longer it'll last.
It's such a good work. Look at all the details. It's beautiful, huh? I mean, this is why role-playing games, even if it's just a theater of mind without sculpting the graphics and all that, even if it's pen and paper, can create such amazing things. And yeah, I mean, Larian did a great job so far in all the games. Obviously, this is the most recent, but let's not forget Original Sin, the ones before it. It's been such a long way until they finally made one game. Oh, and it has the Dungeon Master mode, which I will intend to play further down the line. Already started going through the editor and all that, so it will be fun. Now, I have no idea what those two creatures are. I reckon I can attack them. Oh yeah, they spot me. Okay. They don't have that many AP. Still my turn. shit. Provide 7 physical armor. Should I use this? Fireball. Okay, one less. Just to make sure.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
That's correct. Gain the level. So gain the level. Where do I change it? Aha. Need strength. There we go. Now, 200. I think we are okay. Leadership. Dodging and resistance to all allies. Retribution. Severance. Let's give him warfare. Lucky charm buttering. I think the lore master. I'll give one to telekinesis. Yep. Talents. And there, I have nothing to use. And the text. All right. Supply the scrap. I'm handy for craft. Magister Yalen.
Drowned and eaten by a Voidwoken. I wonder in which order.
No. I don't want the healing potion there. Craft weaponry, die by the sword. A word of advice to the badly armed. Tie your knife or shiv, if that's all you have, to a stick or a branch. Now you've got a sword of swords. Crafting panel. Recipes. A knife on a stick. Poison drink. Poisoned food. Oh, make a poison drink. And the knife on a stick. I think I need that. The Red Prince. Yeah, he had this dragon breath inside in the ship.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
I am glad you survived the shipwreck, sir.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Likewise, sir.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Glad to be of help. Wouldn't stand idly when other people would be in danger.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further...
What's your plan?
If you really must know, I haven't quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing here contemplating the waves.
That makes sense.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Well, neither of the options are exactly... But, flashes of last night, I would say.
Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
It's a very specific vision he has there. Why an empire?
Of course it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
I have no idea who you are, sir.
Oh, may the Seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Well, we all have things to sort out, and it's better to travel in a group.
This and that. Tag along. Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foibles you seek to fix? On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept.
Oh man, I have to carry this noble with me, but makes sense.
On one condition.
Oh, I knew that was coming.
For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind.
Okay, that's fair.
I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
Yeah, of course. That's a promise.
Jolly good.
Well, I will be honest with him.
Oh my word, how you do astound me. Come now, did you really think a handful of linen towels can fool me? But don't worry. I have studied the arcane arts for years, including necromancy and demonology. I do not hold the petty prejudices of common folks. In fact, I prefer the exceptional in all things. Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you, Red Prince.
So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying.
I hope not.
As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic and, yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Well, if you're comfortable with the dexterous arts.
Finesse is a condition one should assume in any situation, from dining to discourse to dueling. What situations do you have in mind?
Well, I would say someone that could act as a spy but also have some tricks up the sleeve. Shadowblade, perhaps?
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
Now that settles it.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord.
Milord!
As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings.
I ain't your slave, Lizard.
Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
I learned a new skill. Did I now? Memory slots. Play that. Ooh, Dome of Protection. Create a magical field that restores magic and physical armor. Oh yeah, this is the What do I have? Knife. This is a noble scholar, male lizard. Okay. Very good. Scoundrel and polymorph. Where's the knife on a stick? 5-6. Yep, look at that. Looks nice, kind of. Like a small halberd.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it.
But I have some questions for you, my lord. How does royalty end up in Fort Joy?
There was a small incident which prompted my many rivals to move against me. Technically, they had the letter of the law on their side. Such a nuisance, the law. Quite necessary to keep the common in line, of course, but one such as myself it should exempt as a matter of course.
That's not what I asked, my lord.
Noticed that, did you? For future reference, if I don't answer a question, it's because I don't want to.
I wonder if it was the display of souls that got you into that trouble.
I hardly know you as yet. Let's leave some mystery in the relationship, shall we? We can exchange criminal records later.
Alright, that's fair. It's a big shell.
A black cat. A herald of wisdom in my homeland. How fortuitous.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
Ah, damn cat, okay.
What's this? I found something.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
I knew we shouldn't have disturbed the tomb. It will be the zombie next. that damn chicken. Whoa, she walks a lot. It's a fresh buried core.
Here lies a nameless inmate. May he find the peace denied him in life in the Hall of Echoes.
And nameless. Wasn't nameless. There's a camp up there. I wonder if the cat was from the nameless inmate. What can I craft? Nope, doesn't help. Right, I had a slight rest. And we were a worm. Penny bun mushroom. Might come handy. Let's go through the beach. Oh, that's a mighty. Child.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Just taking the shells. Now we need to take this collar. And we use the tongues.
Bleeding collar. It's stuck fast.
Not ready to meet the population yet. Or actually we should. We might need some help. I have no idea what's around in this island. I need to take this collar up.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Send us your children.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal to...
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
Holy crap.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Whether she's telling truth or lies, there's no way to. This is injustice at best and base cruelty at worst. But, well, kind of. Whether she's telling the truth or lies, there's no point in mutilating her.
Stay silent, you!
Oh, lady, we will have a talk later.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
No, it was not.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Nice statues, huh?
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Tension medium. I shouldn't do anything out of the ordinary. Well, let's present ourselves.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty.
You mean the bodyguards?
That, Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this?
Oh, my line is ancient. I know little from this new upstart.
Ha! More the fool you. Day is night, and night is day in Fort Joy, O noble one. The Magisters are the royalty around here. You'll learn your true place yet. Now why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while, though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days.
Saw him, didn't you? The Hammer and Alexander. They gave that scaly traitor what for, they did. Peace is more than she deserves. She were a traitor to the core.
And how you come to be a guard here?
During the time of Lucian, of course. Who wouldn't join up with God himself? It was all glory, all goodness. When we lost him, well, it only made sense to see his will through.
Well, would he have you approved of a place like this?
Lucian gave his life to protect Rivellon. If we let the Voidwoken get to it now, well, we'd have lost him for nothing. Fort Joy ain't no summer camp. No one said it were, but it's the best we've got to protect the realm.
What more can you share about the bishop and this Dallas Hammer?
Bishop's the son of the dead divine. Don't know when we'll get a new one, but Alexander's looking after us in the meantime all the same. And the Hammer's a solid sort. Don't take no guff and don't stand for no idling. Earned that name for a reason, she did.
I suppose we are not allowed to leave Fort Joy anytime soon.
When you give up the darkness that's inside you. Take your fault, it's there, mine. But it's there all the same. They're working on a cure for you even now. Got some good leads, so I hear. You can trust Dallas to take care of it. And once you're cured, your life will start again.
Take my leave. That's quick save.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Visa.
Bishop Alexander and the Hammer herself, they were so close, almost within arm's reach.
You were close enough to watch them murder one of their own.
A traitor cannot be murdered. A traitor can only receive their due.
Everyone is a traitor to someone.
The Divine Order's all that stands between everything you see and a Void Woken's throat. Any traitor to them is a traitor to us all. Believe it or don't. The Divine Order doesn't need our loyalty. They'll save us in spite of ourselves.
That is a hard thing to believe.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up. I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Long Pig? What do you mean?
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms. You recognize him. It's Ifan, who you met aboard the ship on the way here.
Yes.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment, before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Who's Griff?
Runs the kitchen. Means he runs me, you, and everyone else in camp.
Runs the kitchen. Sounds more like a shakedown in disguise.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
You gonna play all day, buddy?
If he chooses, if you do any harm to her, I won't stand by and watch.
And neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't want to fit in.
There's no system here. We all wearing the same colors. Oh, I died. That's one less to worry about. I love this chicken stuff.
Oh, I don't feel so good.
Well, it seems we are in a bit of a chaotic situation, like inmates fighting each other, or whatever scraps is falling from the table.
Worms take you.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there.
Right, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves.
There is a safe place.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down and casually wipes some blood from his cheek. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
I was.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours.
Let's give him a bony surprise.
He grips your hand tight as a vice and pauses. His fingertips feel your finger bones. His eyes narrow, but a moment later he shrugs and smiles.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours.
That's a fair proposition. Both ways go to the same destiny.
I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here, while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
They were afraid when he mentioned lone wolves. Care to fill me in?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job.
And what about this errand?
Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
Well, and who are you here to kill?
He shoots you a flinty look, all teeth and peril.
Lone wolves only share such information with friends. Are we going to be friends?
Of course.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in.
I agree.
Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need?
Very impressed about well, how you handled the situation here. Well, let's focus on those.
Can do. Onwards.
Well, that settles it.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way.
Oh! Split a party by dragging the portraits away from each other. No, let's everyone stay together. Nebra is afraid. Oh, I remember you, the singing woman.
Hey, I know you.
Yeah, and I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then, I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube.
Yes.
You were you.
Yep.
Glad to see you made it.
We all made it.
Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape?
Well, tried to run for the boat after I helped you, but didn't make it, and no idea. Here I am.
I saw you fall. We all did. Thought you were done for. When we get out of this place, I owe you a pint. So you managed to swim to safety, is that it? What about when you were in the water? Didn't hear anything unusual, did you?
Strange voice. Seemed to want me to survive against all odds.
I heard the same thing. Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only.
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks.
Are you all right, madam?
Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just, I'm just a bit, well, a bit hospitable.
Care to elaborate?
Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you.
What do you mean?
But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price.
Continue.
Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied.
But you turned into something else a few moments ago.
Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre, but I wouldn't bet money on it.
Oh, bloody hell. You are a summoner?
So, how are you enjoying the joy?
Well, they hold me in. Something about being danger to myself and the rest of the world.
Yeah, same story here. Reckon in my case, they might actually be right, though. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that.
Yep, sounds like a good idea.
It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove.
Alright.
Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
An enchanter. Well, let's be your true nature.
Sounds fine. So, we're good to go?
That settles it. Welcome to the party.
Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way.
Well, I don't think you have any problems traveling with the cursed one.
Well, no, or I wouldn't have joined up with you, would I? Don't worry. I'm sure your get-up will fool most people hook, line, and sinker. I'm sensitive. Knew who you were the moment you rolled up.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure you did.
So don't worry, and lead the way, your deadliness.
Oh, thank you. Well, and that's it, gentlemen, for our new episode, and we will continue next time. Thanks for watching, and subscribe, like, and leave your comment. Have a good one.